Hey guys, Shoddy Skulls here, back today with another Halo video. On Halo Infinite, of course, since that seems to be the only thing to talk about now, which it really is, and maybe sometime I might get into lore of Halo or something. Again, I thank you all for all of your support that you give me, for the few people that have subscribed and, liked my videos. And my last Halo videos seem to get a lot more views within a day than any of my other videos, and it is actually placed number one on my list of best to worst, ratings for my video. I got a little bit confused there. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I definitely think this is the direction I'm gonna go with my channel. If you like it, please like, subscribe, and leave in the comments, what you would like to see and some videos that you would like to see, because I can't keep coming up with ideas on my own. Some help from you guys. This part is obviously not scripted because there's going to be a lot of On to Halo Infinite. I hear people complain about the graphics for Halo Infinite. I agree that there is definitely a lot to be left desired so far, but you have to understand that it's still in development and they're using a brand new game engine. And there's a lot of wildlife and background and map to render all at once. So I thought that we would look at some of the key things wrong with the textures and graphics. Alright, let's take a look at that wildlife. That is something perfect that they were originally going to put in Halo Combat Evolved, and I'm glad that they finally implemented that. The classic shield sound has returned, but people have been complaining about the shield effects, as you can see the shield recharging around your visor. Now, personally, I kind of like this effect if it was maybe toned down a little, as it would go with lore. The shield does cover the visor, but I can see how it would get in their way with like multiplayer or something. So maybe for the campaign, leave it in there, but maybe for multiplayer, take it out. Kind of like they did with the Spartan HUD in Halo 4 and 5. Campaign, they had the interior of the Spartan helmet, and you could see the helmet itself. And in multiplayer, they'd left that out. You see some grass textures popping out as he walks by. Yeah, that is a problem, but like I said, the game isn't finished yet. Another thing that I saw people complaining about is sprint, and I have no idea why, because it goes with Halo, and Spartans sprint. They're super soldiers. Another problem people had was textures popping in and out when driving the Warthog. You have to understand that the Warthog is moving fast, and as I said before, there's a lot to render in this game, and it's not even close to finished yet, and I believe that's part of the reason why it's been delayed. Now, I haven't heard any complaints about this, but the minimap is very ODST-like, and I really do like it, but that's just my opinion. I think it's very Halo in its aesthetics and the way it's designed, and I love the system that it appears to be using, the unlocking new areas and stuff like that. Then here you have the Warthog jump over, and you see a couple enemies. I love how they put the new and old grunts together. The assault rifle sounds great. The elites look perfect. They're flawless. They look and act just like elites. They sound like elites. He picks up this new weapon, which looks great. Birds drop down and drop pods. It's kind of comical how the drop pods explode after they exit them. Then Craig here charges Chief. He hits him. The brutes are hairless, unlike any other Halo, and I believe that's part of the problem with rendering such a big game. They can't add the hair and all of the hair's movements. As an open world game, now I would like to see them with hair. I believe they look better like in Halo 2 and 3. But if they go with a kind of mix between Reach aesthetics and the original brute style from Halos 2 and 3, I think that's okay. They do look a bit untextured, and their facial expressions do look weird. Then we have this part where Chief goes up the elevator. That view would look flawless if it weren't so blocky. He gets up to the top. The Halo music is phenomenal. The music is great. We have the birds. I believe they're scripted, to be honest. Then we have this, the Halo Wars 2 Banished Phantom, and I believe they just use that as a placeholder. I really hope that's not what it's going to look like in the first-person shooter. It's cool how the brutes throw the suicide grunts. It's actually kind of comical. This new weapon and this new weapon do look pretty cool. In hindsight, I should have probably remembered the names of them, but I really don't, so I'm not even going to worry about looking it up because I'm sure there's already videos on them. We continue. He blows up some fusion coils there, and the jackals look pretty cool. It looks to be as if some of them are sporting the Halo Combat Evolved armor. Then we have this. It's kind of a modification of the Mauler. It looks like the grapple shot, which is pretty cool to use. I love how you can pick up fusion coils and throw them at the enemies. I've always wanted to be able to use those more tactically and to your advantage. Seems to be plasma batteries, and there seems to be something to do with the fusion coils. He gets in the shade turret. The shade turret looks very Banished, very brute-like, and it looks very nice. You can see the shields kind of recharge. You can see the same kind of hexagons in the shields as you do in the first-person recharge. We get to the part where he goes up the gravity lift after killing a few enemies. Now, the elite that he grapples onto here, it's kind of weird how such a smaller enemy wouldn't come towards him. Maybe he uses boost and the grapple to kind of guide him. Goes up the elevator, and you all know what happens next. I've already talked about that part in my previous video. Now let's look at the original Halo 2 gameplay demo when Halo 2 was first released or announced.
Tech HQ, this is Sergeant Banks. I've got hostile artillery 200 meters northeast of my position. Break, over. Break.
Sergeant, this is Major Easley. Hang tight, we're inbound.
Now it's obvious that this looks nothing like the final cut of Halo 2. Although it would be pretty cool if it was as dark and gritty as this right here. Look at how it looks. It doesn't look anything like the finished product, does it? I mean, the map in this demo was scrapped from campaign and put in multiplayer later on. My point is, Infinite is not done. I have faith in 343. And trust me, when I say that, I mean it, because I have definitely not been a fan of them so far. I believe they're making good progress. Another thing is the night-day cycle that's apparently being implemented in Halo Infinite. With the dynamic lighting like that, there's going to be a lot of work to do. And as I mentioned in my last video, the footage they let us see was months ago. My theory here is that as of now, they're focusing more on the main characters and the scenery shown in the demo, as there is a set path for the demo and the main characters are what matter most as of now. There are complaints going around that the Banished armor looks too plasticky or too toy-like. I feel like they just haven't added in all of the detail yet, and I really do believe that they will fix that when they get there. Kind of a we'll cross that bridge when we get to it thing. What they do need to do is make the armor look more gritty, like they've been fighting humanity, have been in battle. Just my opinion, because I doubt humanity would go down without a fight. I also have a theory I wanted to put in here regarding all of the UNSC Infinity personnel who are marked deceased. and why Chief was found floating in space. Maybe the Infinity has been destroyed, and if so, I wonder what that means for the past characters stationed on the Infinity. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Tell your friends, share it. Thanks for all your support. And hit that notification bell to get notified when I bring out more content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.